Coming up on UT 10 News, suicide rates in Ohio soar.
And we'll also follow how UT is teaching students to defend themselves.
Plus, Sydney Edwards was at Shadow Valley over the weekend as the Rockets took on Wright State. Your news in 10 minutes starts now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jacob McCaffey.
And I'm Alexis Wheatley. According to the CDC, the suicide rate in Ohio has increased by more than 40% over the past decade.
Reporter Madison Humphrey looked into life-saving resources for UT students.
Suicide is the second leading cause of death in college students, but the UT community is not alone in their struggle. In addition to the on-campus counseling center, there are mental health services offered to the Toledo area.
In Lucas County, we have our rescue mental health services, alcohol and drug treatment facilities, mental health treatment facilities.
With proper treatment, suicide is preventable. Knowing about the resources and starting a conversation could save a life.
It's because it hasn't been talked about, and when you don't talk about it, you can't fix it. You can't do things to improve it.
For links to additional resources and information on suicide, go to ut10news.com. If you or one of your friends are contemplating suicide, reach out to one of the many resources here in Toledo or contact the National Suicide Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. I'm Madison Humphrey for UT10 News.
Over 10% of college students have experienced rape, sexual assault, or violence.
Recently, Anthony Wayne graduate Reagan Tokes was raped and killed in Columbus.
Aaliyah Coates joins us live in the newsroom. Unfortunately, rape on college campus happens more often than you think.
That's right, Alexis. In fact, the problem exists right here on our campus.
According to the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, sexual violence is more prevalent on college campuses compared to any other crime. Over the past 4 years, there have been at least 6 reported rapes in university residence halls. That's one reason the university hosts a women's self-defense course each semester. Women learn how to respond if they are ever attacked.
We give them a whole host of tools to use and show them how to block a punch, how to kick, how to get out of holds and things like that.
In the class, women are given different colors to help them associate with different defensive stances. Goldberg says it is important for women to fight off their predator. That's because your chances of survival go down when you are taken to another location.
If you're ever out late at night, call Campus Night Watch for a free escort. Their number is 419-530-3024. Live from the newsroom, I'm Aaliyah Coates.
Thanks, Aaliyah. Students had the opportunity to learn about healthy relationships during a seminar held at the Student Union. The Sexual Assault Education and Prevention Program teamed up with UT Police to help students recognize warning signs in a relationship. Students also learned how to intervene in dangerous situations.
They are going to establish a relationship, and we just want to make sure that that relationship is healthy.
The audience participated in activities and group discussions aimed at creating healthy relationships.
Winter in Toledo means more holes in the road around UT campus. Potholes are a problem yet again this season as drivers try to avoid them. According to Toledo Streets, Bridges, and Harbors, they have received nearly 200 pothole complaints this winter, with nearly 62,000 holes filled last season alone.
You see them throw on some blacktop on top of it, and it usually lasts a couple weeks, a couple months, maybe a couple years, but you don't see them tearing up a lot of roads and redoing the whole thing.
The city says they will fix a majority of the potholes in the spring and summer.
According to UT Police, the university brings in over $3 million in parking permits and fees.
Reporter Courtney Steck spoke with UT students on campus about how parking can be a problem.
There are limited spots here at the university, forcing students and staff to park wherever they can to make it to class on time.
Basically like 75 people competing for the last 2 spots. And I don't have time to scour the entire university to look for a parking spot.
An article just released says they are working towards a new parking system for fall 2017. UT made $600,000 from parking tickets last year. However, they say it is too costly for an additional parking garage.
They have a really bad system of letting you know you've gotten a ticket. They just send you an email, and if that's not your primary email, you're kind of screwed.
Go to UT10 News for tips on how to park smarter and commute faster. I'm Courtney Steck with UT10 News.
Many more shopping options will be opening up soon just down the road from campus. Secor Square will feature a number of new restaurants and stores. Pizza Fire and Orange Theory Fitness are already open. Pizza Fire is one of the several new student-friendly stores.
One, we do accept the Rocket Card. Two, we do a lot of community fundraisers with the university already. We already got 3 set up between February and March.
Developers expect all stores, including Citizens Bank, Great Clips, and a 365 Whole Foods, to be open before the end of 2017.
For the past 5 years, Carlson Library has been undergoing a major facelift. Now there's a light at the end of the tunnel. A glass wall, more group study rooms, and removal of the lobby are coming your way. The 3rd and 4th floors have already seen changes, but the 2nd floor is receiving its much-needed update. Renovations began in 2012, but stopped when money ran out.
To have one of the rooms set aside for student groups to use, for student groups who have meetings.
Carlson will also be home to the new Veterans Lounge. All renovations should be complete by August.
How often do you go to an exhibit and actually have a chance to make your own art? Artist Adam Reed Tucker used over 500,000 Lego bricks to build Imagination Station's largest temporary exhibit. 11 of the world's best-known skyscrapers have been recreated in miniature form. Visitors can build their own creations as they explore engineering, art, and design through play.
I like Legos because it's really fun and you can build different stuff with it.
The Sky High exhibit runs now through April 30th. Tickets are $4 per person, but free for all members.
I'm Sydney Edwards, and this is your UT10 Sports Report. The women's and men's basketball teams were on the road this weekend, while the men's tennis team looked to extend their winning streak. But first, the women's tennis team hosted Wright State in a nail-biting contest. Wright State came out strong in doubles, taking all 3 matches and gaining a 1-0 lead, but junior Sydney Huck brought the Rockets back, winning first singles in 3 sets. Freshman Mimi Kendall-Woosley dominated third singles, winning in straight sets 6-1, 6-love. UT would win in a tight match 4-3, ending their 3-match losing streak. Rockets head coach Tracy Montler said she saw more fight in this match than in their previous defeat.
I feel like everyone was gritty out on the court. I said to the girls yesterday, like, it wasn't us that played yesterday. Everyone has bad matches. Everyone has to show up, you know, every single day.
The women's next match will be on March 3rd against Butler. The women's basketball team had a tough task over the weekend against the Central Michigan Chippewas. Despite leading at the end of the 3rd quarter, the Rockets couldn't hold on, being outscored 27-14 in the final quarter. The women will face off against Eastern Michigan tomorrow night at Savage Arena. The men's basketball team needed overtime against Northern Illinois this past Saturday. Despite 2 starters fouling out, UT would persevere and take the game in the extra period. The men are back on the court tonight at 7 p.m. when they host Western Michigan. This past Sunday, the men's tennis team hosted Illinois State in a non-conference match. The Rockets started off strong against the Redbirds, taking all 3 matches in doubles play. Senior Stepan Shishko ruled the court, winning first singles in straight sets, while sophomore Luko Vidošević held his own in third singles as he pulled out a win in 3 sets. UT would go on to defeat Illinois State, pushing their current winning streak to 5 matches. After the match, Rocket head coach Al Wermer talked about his team's progression.
We're getting better, getting a little bit more mentally tough, and some of that's just, I think, sticking with it, and I think practice quality better. We tweaked some stuff in our practice.
The men will take to the road tomorrow, facing Detroit at noon.
Thanks, Sydney. That's it for your UT10 news. For the latest breaking news from campus and bios from all UT10 reporters, go to our website, ut10news.com.
And remember, you can watch the live stream of our newscast production every Tuesday morning at 10:30 on our YouTube channel. For Alexis Wheatley, Sydney Edwards, and all of our crew, I'm Jacob McAfee. Have a great week and stay tuned for more news from the UT campus.